Hi guys, and welcome back, finally, to the Advanced PokeMMO Breeding Guide. This has taken me way longer to try to get out than I would have liked, and I'm still not going to be showing everything, just because it's so expensive to try to do, and I don't have enough time to sit down and farm out the money. I will still have to do some farming in this video, but I'm gonna show you the basics, not the basics, the advanced side. A lot of people have been asking me how to keep the proper nature for your little dickheads here, the little guys, and what nature you should go for. So first and foremost, if you're trying to nature your Pokemon, and you're trying to go for a perfect breed Pokemon, you want to look at the base stats. You want to capitalize on the highest stat and reduce the lowest stat, right? So SP attack is obviously Gengar's highest, and then the lowest is defense or HP. So personally, I don't think I have any that are even natured. I will not be naturing. I'm gonna go with luck of the draw personally, and if I want to nature in the future, I will. But it does not look like. Nah, Sirius isn't bad. So, boy, what would that nature be? Did I check your nature? Yeah, your Jolly, your speed, and SP attack down. You definitely do not want Jolly, because that's not good. I mean, so this nature isn't bad. Hasty, plus 10% speed, which is my second highest, and minus 10% defense, which is my lowest. So if I was going for it and I didn't want to spend a long time trying to get the nature, I'd probably go with Hasty. But I'm gonna show how to make finally the 631, which, okay, listen, context. I know so many people are yelling at me, King, it's a waste. Why would you do 631? You don't need it. It's pointless. No, Pokemon aren't very good after 431 or maybe 531. I know. To me, it looks better. All right. If I look at, all right, if I go to my perfect Ursa Ring and I look at this and it's gorgeous, and I look at this, nope, this, and it's gorgeous, I'm like, ooh, that's a sexy Ursa Ring. And if I go to like a Litwick or a Ghastly and I see, okay, 431, whatever, say this was up in attack and my HP and defense weren't touched, but like, that's okay. Like, all right, I can dig it. It looks good, but it still doesn't give that satisfied feeling. That's why I go with the satisfied look to this. So I actually have a bracer for SP attack. I don't think I need that, actually. I don't. So I'm gonna do HP, and I'm going to do defense. So as I go along and as I do this stuff, I'm gonna be kind of explaining how you're gonna go about getting your nature done. So nature is very, very, very difficult. You need to get a 631 if you want to do a perfect nature, perfect like 631 Pokemon. You need to get a 631 Pokemon, right? So say this was 631. What you need to do is you would take this HP 31 and you would, or no, we'll say, since you're the Hasty, say I wanted to put the Hasty over onto the defense, right? I would do an Everstone on this guy, or I guess it would be a 231. I would do an okay, listen, this is already getting confusing because of how obnoxiously confusing this is. Let me do this, and I'll keep that up. Once we get the baby, I'll explain it a little bit better. Because then I gotta actually get the parents out first. That's this is this guy here, not. Listen, I've been so flustered trying to get this done. I said I was gonna try to get it done last week, and I never did. And now it's like, okay, so I need HP, and I need defense. All right, and again, this is all purely just because I want to. Okay, everybody and their mother is gonna tell you, oh, you don't need to go to the 631. It's a waste of money. You're right, it is. But it's so much more satisfying. Alright? You don't play Power Wash Simulator because you're looking for prime FPS content. No, you play Power Wash Simulator because it's satisfying. Alright? So you get this little guy here. You get 3131, whatever. You get a random nature. Alright, breed. Yes. And I'm going through starting from a 1-1. Or I need female. I need to actually go through and still make some more money, obviously. But I'm gonna keep, which one was hasty nature? HP was hasty, right? Yeah. Okay, so whenever this guy hatches, I'll explain the nature, and I'll explain it as I go as well. So you would start out getting a 231, right? And this is assuming you got a nature on a 131. I should explain, if you want to get a nature on a 131, you would get the nature, and you would get a random 31 stat, right? So in this instance, we'll say it's HP. You would breed Everstone on the nature, which will keep the nature for sure, and then the HP brace, which will keep the HP stat. And so whenever it comes out, it'll be a hasty HP 31 Pokemon, right? Then you need to make a 231 outside of this. You don't use this again yet. You need to make a 231 that is HP and something else, and that's what this egg will be, and I'll explain it then. So speed up until that point. Oh, I should say, I did have quite a few people on my money making guide video. Some really good ideas for money making. I haven't tested them out yet. Honestly, like, in between the intermediate and this advanced breeding guide, I've played very little, admittedly, because I just haven't had the time. I've had so many other things going on. But one of the things that someone said, and I thought it was a pretty good idea, get a decent Meowth with Thief, and then put Payday on it, and just go around and do Thief on Pokemon, steal an item, and then Payday it, and you get like you'll get like a Repel or something like that. And there's a way. Hold on. Let me see. So you can you can stop evolution, and I say stop evolution because I'm fairly certain once you get a Persian, you can't get Thief, or you can't use Thief anymore. I think it has to be a Meowth, because Meowth has 2 open paws for it to use. But if you thief and then do payday, it does a lot better. I think if you get like a repel every match or every battle or every other battle or something like that, you probably get roughly around like an extra stupid fruit fly. I've killed this fruit fly like 5 times and it's always just one. Swear to God. Oh, I got a super repel. Look at that. I never use repels. They don't work for me, so I never use them. But you'll get them, and then like it's like 200 or something like that. You increase your money a little bit, and it's a really good idea, honestly, because it does end up stacking up a little bit. Like you'll get actually quite a bit of the money that you're looking for. You know, every penny counts whenever you're trying to make money, I guess. And if you're already doing something like this, like if you get it all the way up to level 100 and you're able to sit here and payday and stuff like that, it's eventually just never going to try to evolve anyway. So I don't know. It was an interesting thing that I wanted to point out. There were also other money making guides. There's been a lot of people giving me guides on like end game money making. I might try to eventually do that later. I have to make the money to be able to do that first. I've been focusing all my money onto this breeding guide. Like I have to, once I get this Ghastly up to a 631, and hopefully it'll have a good nature, for the love of God. If it doesn't, I'll have to eventually nature it. But once I get it there, I'll more than likely try out some of the more advanced level guides, and maybe I'll try to make a video on them. You know, I made some beginner money making guides. Why not make a advanced money making guide? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, back to speed up. Oh, there we go. All right, so we got this little guy, right? So we got a 131 with hasty, and you have impish, which is absolutely dreadful. So what you would do is, instead of a power weight, you would have an Everstone on this, and then you would keep the defense statistic. And because you're keeping the defense statistic, and you already have the HP 31, the Everstone will go on to a 231. And then you have to make a 331 outside of this one. So you would have to make essentially this guy, right? But it would have to be defense instead of SP defense. And you would have to then put it on that guy, right? And I'll show that more. So imagine this guy has hasty. All right, imagine he has the nature that we want. All right, we got to farm some money. Actually, you know what? I have some Litwicks that have attack. They probably wouldn't sell for much, though. Unfortunately, I have to do a lot of money farming really quickly, because it is starting to get a little late for me at this point. Because I have to make this into a 331. A female 331, which will cost 25,000. And then I need to make another a 431, which cost me 25,000. And then so I need to make about 75,000 to actually finish off this endeavor. A notepad was needed by the dragon. What other ways could we... You know what? We'll try to sell some of the 31 Pokemon. I've been a breeder since the very beginning, but I really don't see me breeding too much. I haven't had the time to sit down and play. Ooh, my Pidgeot went up to level 85. Actually, you know what? I have a whole bunch of TMs and stuff like that. Alright, this is gonna make people cringe. This part right here, listen, if you are prone to cringing, I would why not? Okay, we're gonna keep that. If you're prone to cringing, I would look away. I think I need to keep that one. Yeah, I will need to keep that one. Azurill egg. Okay. Boost the power of HP stealing moves to let the... Okay. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. We're going to sell that. We'll sell that. We're going to sell that. We're going to sell those. Just don't look yet. Boost Chansey's critical hit ratio. Who needs it? We're at 15,000. Don't look yet. Actually, I don't even like the Macho Brace. Electric type, I'd never have electric types. Move binding effects and... Oh, okay, well, whatever. Psychic type. Muscle band. Water type? I mean, that'd be good, but who needs it? Mystic? Water type? Nah. Never melt ice? Ice type? Wow, that's great. Poison type? Wow, that's amazing. We're up to 23,000 so far. Poison type? Yeah, who needs it? Alright, you know what? What's soft sand? Ground type? Sounds great. We're gonna keep the Twisted Spoon because you are considered a psychic type, I believe. I'm gonna keep the Twisted Spoon anyway, just because I like the Twisted Spoon. Dubious Disc with dubious data. Well, we're gonna sell it. Maybe a thick and tough scale, dragon type, maybe holding this item when caught. Well, you know, I'm gonna... Sparkles like eyes. Sounds great. Wise glasses. Thick pair of glasses. Power of special moves. That'd probably be good. Certain species of Pokemon evolve. It is loved by certain Pokemon. Okay. Leaf Stone. That's Evolver. Loved by certain Pokemon. I bet you it's Magmar who loves it. Move Traders for Steel type. Who needs it? Moonstone. Yeah, who needs them? Not Dust Stone. Who needs it? Leaf Stone. Yeah, screw it. Oval Stone. Shaped like an egg. We're up to 54,000. What's a Protector? Stiff and heavy. I love when I sell stiff and heavy things. Loved by certain types of Pokemon. I don't go for love by Pokemon. Oh, that makes a certain species of Pokemon evolve. We'll keep those. We'll keep that. Waterstone, I know, uses it. A Maniac will buy it for a high price. We'll keep it then. Blue Shards, who needs them? How many people are cringing right now at what I'm doing? Sought after by collectors, that means I can get a good money for it. Alright, Air Slash. Nah. Where's my high-end things? Alright, I never use these, so we're just gonna sell these. I never use them. Like the guard spec and stuff like that. I'll never use the Pokédoll. We're so close. Dire hit. Critical hit ratio greatly. It can only be used... Okay, no. Zinc. Alright, sounds great. Alright, we just made a whole lot of money, and I probably could have made a whole lot of money other ways, but oh well! I had them. I was never going to use them. Alright. So. Now. I do believe you are who I need. Yes, so I got HP and speed, so I need defense and speed. I need to take out that one first. Okay, so now I need HP and speed. Alright, HP goes to you. No, I don't need HP. I need a defense and speed. I don't need HP anymore. Son of a butt monkey. Alright, speed goes to you. I don't need HP. I might need HP in the future, so we'll keep it. Might not all be lost. Alright, defense goes to you. So now, whoopsie. That's not what I meant to do. You, come back. What's your nature? Careful? That's not bad. Not great, but not bad. It drops my SP attack, which I'm not a big fan of, but you know, it's not bad. Okay. I'm trying to rush this, if you couldn't tell, and it's probably really cringy for a lot of people because it's like, no, don't sell that. Why? I'm waiting to be yelled at. Okay, so 31, 31, 31. We'll have the 331. And we have the HP and speed, which is what we need, which is good. And then we'll need to save the defense and SP defense next time. What's impish? Oh, I think I already looked. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Okay, breed. Yes, and I need you to be a female. Yes. Yes. Pokeball. Thanks. Okay, so now, say you have your nature on the 231. We're going to put Flame Body up top. Flame Body up top. Oh, excuse me. I just got done streaming and my throat's... Ugh. I've been going for like 7 hours today now. Almost 7 hours. So, say we still had Hasty, right? Say we had Hasty on them. Oh, hey, we got a Hasty right there. Nice. You didn't have anything decent, right? Adamant? Yeah, no. Adamant's bad. But so we have the Hasty on the 231, right? So we would make essentially a 331 like this guy, right? I should just wait for him to hatch. Okay, let's wait for him to hatch before I go any further, because it's so much easier doing it as I go along, because it's a lot less confusing. So to reiterate, up to this point, we started with HP 31 and the Hasty nature. We used an Everstone to keep the Hasty nature and put it onto the 31 HP Litwick. And so we had a natured 31, right? And then we put that one to the side, and we made a 231, an HP and defense 31 Litwick. And then we combined the Hasty nature, keeping the nature with an Everstone. And then for the 231, we kept the defense because the HP was already lined up and it was gonna for sure keep anyway. And so we got a 231 Hasty, HP, and defense done. From there, you would make a 331. So HP, defense, and speed, right? That's what we're gonna have. You would then take your natured HP and defense and your 331, and you would keep the speed, right? So you would have HP and defense both 31 and both maxed out on both of the Pokemon, natured and unnatured. And then you would use the 31 from the speed, or you would keep the 31 from the speed and the nature from the 231, and you would combine it and you'll get a 331 with HP, defense, and speed, all 31, and nature. That's what we're doing now. Well, what we would be doing if I was doing the full thing, but I priced it out. It's like almost 600,000 Poke-Yen just to nature a Pokemon. So I highly suggest against it. I will explain how to do all of it, but I would highly suggest against it unless you absolutely 100% have to. Like, if I get a nature on this 631 Ghastly that ends up being a minus SP attack by any means, I'm going to have to nature the Ghastly, unfortunately. But if I manage to get like a positive SP attack, even if it's a negative to the SP defense, I'd be okay with that, right? Because I would have at least my best stat with a plus 10%, if that makes sense. So, hatching time coming soon. And I will visually show the 331 natured a little bit better for you. Hey, there it is. All right, so we got this little guy, right? Little girl, sorry. You're Rash. Ooh, this is actually exactly what I was wanted, right? Rash. Well, not exactly what I wanted, but it's really good. So you get your 331, and like I said, your HP and your defense lined up, right? And your 231 over here is the one that has the nature that you want. You would keep the nature on this one, right? And then you would keep the speed on this one, and that would combine into a 331 with the proper nature that you want, right? So now we got our 331. Now we need to combine our 331 with our other 331, which I believe is you. Let me double check this. That's you, right? Yes. Okay, so I have speed and I have HP. I need defense and SP defense. I believe I have a defense, don't I? No, I have an SP attack and HP. Okay. Okay, so I need defense and I need SP defense. Okay, I need to take the Pokemon out. All right, so you're the defense, right? Whoops, that's SP defense. Okay, there we go. Let me actually take the one out that I meant to take out. Alright. Get out of there. There we go. SP defense. You. There we go. So now, as you can see, our HP and our speed line up. So our HP and speed will be there no matter what, right? And so when we go to trade them, Litwick, HP, speed, SP defense, defense. This is all pretty much as I showed you guys before in the other ones, but I'm going through the whole process again, leading up to the 631, just in case. All right, and I need a female. Yes, I need female. Yes. Yes. Pokeball. Okay, so now this is the one that we've essentially been going off of the whole time, so. Alright, so now whenever this egg hatches, I might as well just go get the 431 out right now. Which should be you, right? Yes. I don't know why I closed that. I'm gonna open it again anyway. Okay, so once this egg hatches, I'll go through the Everstone, but assume this 331 has our nature that we want, and we're about to have our 431, and we're gonna combine them. So this one's holding an Everstone. I'm pointing to my screen like you can see it. This guy right here, imagine he's holding an Everstone, okay? And cutting to the egg hatch. Okay. I've just been doing laps around the island. Mild. Best nature that you could get on a ghost type. I'm just saying. Alright, so, anyway, saying this is our natured one, right? As is the visuals that I've been showing thus far, you would have HP lined up, defense lined up, and speed lined up. Your 431 does not have the nature. Your 331 does have the nature. Your 331 gets an Everstone. Your 431 gets a SP defense brace. You combine them, you now have a 431 proper natured Pokemon, right? And I think I did my math wrong. For some reason, it's not adding up in my nuggets here. But we now have two 431s, right? And I need to keep the SP attack, and I need to keep the HP, which I just so happen to have. SP attack for you. Yes, so SP attack is saved. And then my HP goes to you. And now everything should line up and we should have our 531. I think I was off on money for some reason. I don't know why I was off, but I think I was off. Okay, so now this should turn out to be a 531. And we need to make it a male. 31, 31, 31, 31, 31. Perfect. All right, so now we need to make this a male. Yes. Yes. Male. Yes. So yes, I did miscalculate. Okay, so I'm just gonna point that away because this one is now our natured. Actually, I think that is the natured one. Yeah, this one's now our natured Pokemon, right? So now we need to wait for it to hatch. We're gonna go grab our Ghastly. We're finally almost at the end. Okay, Ghastly. I have all those Litwicks. So big shout outs to okay, that's not gonna tell me. So Andy Pepega, big shout out to him. I'm sorry, I'm assuming pronouns. They, I'll say they, decided that they wanted to donate to the videos, and I don't think I've properly thanked them. And so this is my proper thank you to them. They started breeding like crazy. They had so much fun breeding, and they knew that I was working on the Gengar for the videos, and they sold me a ton of Litwicks, which is where all of these Litwicks came from. They sold me a ton of them for way under market value, just so that I didn't have to spend an arm and a leg trying to get a decent Litwick. So super big shout out to them for all of the help and for the support. This absolutely could have been done without you, but it probably couldn't have been done in a proper and decent time without you. It would have taken me so much longer. So everybody give him big happy pats on his back. Especially if you see them comment that was them down below. Thank them, give them all of the positivity and all of the appreciation that you can. All right, time for the hatching. Don't forget, this 431 here is our natured one. Okay, there we go. So we got our Litwick. Worst nature. So that's why we're naturing it, right? So we got our natured 431 Pokemon, right? The HP, the defense, the SP defense, and the speed all line up. So for my 431, I would do the Everstone, and for my 531, I would do my SP attack. And that would give me a natured 531 Pokemon. From there, it's a 631. But we'll get to that in a second, because we got to get the 631 made. Finally, so we need attack and SP attack. And then I'm going to go over briefly. I'm not going to go into super detail because there's many other people who are... Oh, no. You need SP attack on you and attack on you. There's many other people who have like made actual written guides where it'll be a little bit easier to follow for EV running. All right, so I am actually going to do Litwick, Ghastly. As you can see, 631 straight down. Now, I am going to breed. So when you breed your 631, if you are planning on naturing, this is very, very important. You hit breed. Yes. Yes. You want a female. Yes. That is very, 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 very important. Because if this 631 Ghastly does not turn out to be exactly what I'm hoping for, and I still want to make sure that I get a Ghastly, the female is always the gender that the egg will produce. So if you have a female Ghastly, you're going to get a Ghastly. If you have a female Litwick, you'll get a Litwick. If you have a female Teddiursa, you'll get a Teddiursa. If you have a female Pikachu, you'll get a Pikachu. So on and so forth. That is why every single time I've always kept my females as the egg primaries, what I call them. They're the ones that give you the egg. And I believe for my Ursaring, yeah, my Ursaring is actually a female. Now, my Ursaring has pretty good stats. It has attack and SP defense. You know, SP defense, it could have been better, but I got attack, which is the main thing that I wanted because it is a freaking beast. You know, here, hold on. Ursaring. It is an absolute beast with its attack. I would have preferred plus 10% on attack and minus 10% on speed, but it's not worth the 600,000 roughly Pokeyen to get a properly natured Ursaring, right? So I just left it at that. So again, I will repeat this 100%. If you are breeding a 631 for your 631, always, 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 always make it female. Always. That way, if you want to change its nature, you don't have to worry about losing the Pokemon that you have. So, on to the hatching. And there it is. Finally. Alright, let's look at the nature. Hasty. Oh, I'll take it, baby. So, I've gotten really lucky with my natures with both of my perfect breeds of note. Like, ugh. Alright, so, anyway, for the naturing, say we ended up getting mild on this 631 Ghastly, right? We would then have our 531 with Hasty on it, right? Not Impish, Hasty. But everything except for attack was done. So HP lined up, defense lines up, SP attack lines up, SP defense lines up, and speed lines up. Great. You then use your Everstone to keep your Hasty on your 531, or your nature on your 531, I should say, and then you use your attack brace to keep the attack, and then you end up you breed it with your 631. Your 531 with nature breeds with your 631, and you keep the attack while also keeping the nature, and you get a proper natured 631 Pokemon. Now, I'm going to show you guys, because almost as important as getting a good, nice flatline 31 throughout here is the EVs. Now, the EVs actually probably do a little bit more than the IVs, admittedly, but the EVs are a little bit easier to do. So you want to go into your Pokedex, right? And you want to look at the base stats, and I'm sure I went over this multiple times already, but I want to go over it again. SP attack and speed are my two highest. So I want to make sure that I capitalize my SP attack and my speed for the EVs. You can only have, I think it's like 252 or something like that. Let me check my Ursa ring. It'll look like this. Right? 252 is the max that you can have on one area. And to do that, so I actually have it relatively set up. I have a Pidgeot here that has the experience share. If I take the experience share and I put it on Ghastly, right? Now, I am going to go first, get a Sweet Scent. Where's my Sweet Center? There you are. You need a Pokemon with Sweet Scent. So as you can see, Sweet Scent. Do you have all your charges? It's been a while. Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to show this guide right here. This is the guide that I highly suggest you guys go check out. I will link it in the description as well. This guide right here, this person does an absolutely fantastic job of going over all of the best spots for EV training. Even whenever I'm doing it, I don't know the best spots for EV training personally, so I actually use this as well. So alternate spots is where I'm going for first, because I'm gonna do speed first as it is closer. And we got Pidgeotto and Kanto, and I get 10 EVs, and it's 100% encounter. So that's what we're gonna be going for. This guide does amazing. He also, actually, I just saw this. If you train EVs that you don't want trained, like, so whenever you do experience share, everything from the battle is then given to the Pokemon that is getting that experience share. So, say I fight an Oddish, right? And I just completely mow this Oddish down. That's not what I meant to do. What am I doing? I can literally fly to 5 Island. I think that's 5 Islands. Nope, that's 4 Island. I should know this by now because I literally spend all my time there. 5 Islands. There we go. So, if I would fight an Oddish per se, right? That Oddish would then 5 Island Medal. Go. Good. Give my EV, or give its EVs to Ghastly. So, I'm going to use Sweet Scent. And I should get 5 Pidgeottos. Boom. And then, it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you kill them. I like to have something like Blastoise on standby, because he can attack everything. Sometimes you won't be able to use Blastoise or whatever, but you insta-kill them, and boom. Look at that. 10 EVs. And it levels up. No, I don't want to learn Mean Look. Poison Gas? That's a little bit better. Will-O-Wisp? No, we'll get rid of Hypnosis. Get out of here! But that's how essentially you're going to do EVs, right? And that guy does a fantastic job at giving multiple places. Oh, hey! Why are you getting... Okay, we'll give it to... Get rid of the Will-O-Wisp for it. Okay, you Blastoise leveled up and you gotta move for it. What are you doing, Ghastly? But you just do this, and it's a really easy, really simple way to do it. It obviously takes a lot of Sweet Scent. It's gonna take a little bit of time to be able to do it, but it's gonna be your most efficient method. And the guide is wonderful. I 100% recommend the guide. I could make a guide, but honestly, I'd probably be taking a lot of the information from that person's guide and using it for my own, because while I am knowledgeable, I am not that knowledgeable. I have not spent that much time trying to do something crazy like figure out the perfect EV spots. So, with that being said, we're gonna do this last little battle. Probably, you know what? When does Ghastly? When do you level up? 25? And then I need to trade it. I would need someone I really trust to trade it. Because a 631 is not something that you just trade with a rando. So I'll probably check to see if a friend wants to get on and trade with me. But yeah, it's just as easy as this. We'll at least get it up to Haunter. Just for the sake of the video, we can get rid of that. I think I got two more Sweet Sense. Ghastly's level 22. See, so that's the biggest issue with like Gengars and stuff like that is their trade evolves, and I would love to give the benefit of the doubt to people, but like something like this Ghastly, I'll go show you guys probably the price of a perfect Gengar, or something even remotely close to a perfect Gengar, and you guys will see it is not something that you just hand to any random person by any means. Alright, this should be the one to level it up to Haunter. Boom, there it is, level 25. And it's just that easy. And then if you ever want to cancel an evolution, by the way, you can just hit cancel or hit B, whatever you have set as your B key, your back button, and it'll cancel the evolution. So like if you're doing a trade evolution for someone, a lot of the time they don't want you to do the trade evolution for them. And so you just cancel it and it stops them from doing the trade. Why do I got the battle music? Again. There we go. Alright. Let me go show you guys a Gengar or even right now a Haunter. We'll go Gengar. That's not global trade link. We'll go Gengar. Advanced search. Minimum level 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31. Search. Very expensive. I'm fairly certain even a Haunter doesn't have it. Alright, so Gengar. These guys are shinies. Let's see. This guy has the perfect EVs. This guy is a shiny. Is that what that means? No, he has just a special thing on him. But he has the perfect EVs. And this guy has perfect EVs. Timid, he's got speed and minus attack, which is pretty good. This one has lonely. Not good. In my opinion, not good. I'd want something that's a good boost. And then this one has adamant, which is the worst that you could have. So honestly, I have, if I get my my Gengar up to the level 100, I have the best Gengar in this. I could probably sell my Gengar easily without the little special doohickey thing here, whatever this thing is. Down here, I could probably sell my Gengar for roughly around 3 million Pokeyen. To give you an idea of how much I'm sitting on right now. And now keep in mind, if I would do the proper nature, that's 600,000 Pokeyen to try to get it up to the super best possible nature possible. So it does end up being slightly worth it in the end if you do it properly. But at the end of the day, I don't have the time for it and I really don't care. So I'm going to stick with my hasty, really good nature. Not perfect, but really good nature. Perfect Gengar. We're even gonna name him her perfect Gengar. It's just in preparation for whenever I make it into a Gengar. So that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this breeding series. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. As you can see, why breeding is so important and why breeding is so sought after and everything else, and why to breed. That is why you definitely spend a lot less money breeding than you do buying the Pokemon. So thank you guys so much for watching this entire series and all of my PokeMMO videos and any other videos that you guys have watched. Make sure you hit that like button. Lets me and YouTube know that I'm doing a good job. Go out, do something nice for somebody today, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye, guys!